Hello, good morning, students. Let us start with our great subject self development and art appreciation. In last period, we have already started with the chapter growing up. There, we have seen the life stages, the five stages of our life, which starts from the infancy, and the last stage of our life is adulthood. So, among these five stages, we have seen that which stage is very important in our life, that is the stage of adolescence. It is very important. Now we have also seen that what is adolescence. Adolescence is a life between childhood and adulthood. So we have seen at what age the adolescence occurs. We have also seen the different changes occurred in our body during the stage of adolescence. For example, physical changes, cognitive changes, psychological changes, and emotional changes. This is all we have seen in the last period. Now, let us see why the adolescence stage is so important. Adolescence is characterized by rapid changes in not just the body but also in the brain. However, these changes continue till the brain reaches the stage of maturity, that is around the age of 24 years. So this changes continues to be developing till the age of 24 years. That's why the adolescent's brain is also called as work in progress, where the development is not fully occurred. During adolescence period, the emotional brain is highly developed, whereas the thinking brain is still developing. So now let us see the development of the brain. Okay, now in the ancient period, the brain of the human being was not that much developed as compared to the modern period. Human brain has evolved over several thousand years. The structure and the function of the brain are very complex. To study this complex structure and function, the science has studied the different parts of the brain in depth. In order to understand the behavior traits in adolescence, it is important to understand the development of the brain. So, according to the age, the development of the brain is divided into three parts. The first is action brain, which is also called as reptilian brain. This area is fully developed at the time of birth. The action brain works at the time of the birth, where it handles the basic functions necessary for sustaining life and movement. For example, breathing, digestion, heart rate, sleep, hunger, body temperature, etc. were handled and controlled by action brain. Now let us see the next emotional brain, which is also called as the monkey brain. This part of the brain developed during the age of 0 to 5 years. This area is a seat of our emotion, where we develop different types of emotions in ourselves. It is also responsible for memory, response to stress, nurturing, caring, fear, rage, social bonding, and hormone control. These all are qualities are developed in ourselves during emotional brain, and all feelings which we feel are originated from the emotional brain. Whatever the feelings we are feeling, that like fear, stress, those all feelings are originated from the emotional brain. Now let us see the next, the thinking brain. This is the last area to be established, and its development continues till 20 to 24 years of the age, where you can see that where the brain is developed. This part of the brain is responsible for self control, balanced thought, problem solving, planning, attention, creativity, self awareness, and understanding and interpreting emotions. The thinking brain help us to control our emotions, and it also help us to deal with various problems. We increase the quality of problem solving, creativity with the help of thinking brain. We are also very easily cope up with our emotion during the age of thinking brain. How is adolescent brain is different? As I already told you that in adolescence period the emotional brain is highly developed, but the thinking brain is still developing. So whatever the decision we take during this period, we don't know that whether it going to be what going to be happen. So the brain cannot always successfully predict, plan, or react properly to the harmful situation. Sometimes the decision which we have taken, that would be a that would be harmful for our future. So hence they may fail to act responsibly. Need for freedom. One thing that adolescents yearn for its freedom, they feel that they do not need to depend on anybody for taking decisions. They are very much grown up to take decisions by themselves. They can very well understand what is good for them, and they are entitled to get or do whatever they want. So in this period, mostly the adolescents, the child thinking that whatever he is doing is correct for him, but it's not actually a right thing, because in this period there is so much confusion occurs in the mind of adolescent child, that what is good and what is bad for him. So he's not able to understand in that period, but after that the consequences arises. That time he understand that what we have done, that is wrong. So in this period the child should be very careful that what decision is good for him and what decision is wrong for him. So we should be very careful during this period. Action and consequences. So here a picture is given that before one day exam the girl is playing in computer. Okay, that after next day the exam is going on and is not able to answer the questions. That means whatever the decision she has taken, that is wrong, because the consequences arises after one day, that create a problem. There are consequences associated with every action. They could be good or bad, hence it is necessary to think about the consequences before doing any action. So we have to think before whatever we do, that is what impact is going to be happen in our future. That should be, that we should think before doing that action. Freedom and responsibility. In adolescence, one yearns for freedom and feels that freedom means getting to do what one wants. Freedom doesn't mean that you got freedom and you will do whatever you want to do. You should think about the consequences will arise in the future. So you should be very you should take your freedom in a positive way. However, this is just one side of the coin. Even though one gets the freedom to do what one wants, there should be awareness about the consequence. As I told you that we should be aware about the consequence, what is going to be happen in the future, whatever we will do right now. One must be capable enough to face the consequences too. If we have taken some action right now, and there would any consequence happen in our future, we should be capable, or we should be mature to control or face that consequences too. The consequence of an impulsive action done out of the sense of freedom and entitlement can often create confusion. Actually, whatever the consequences happens in our future, that because of our freedom, that often create confusion, that now next what we have to do. And uh, and mostly adolescents try to find escape routes which could be very harmful and may need help from the adults. So during this period, if you are facing any problem or any wrong consequence happen with you, you should uh, take advice from the adults first. That is very important. If you will find escape route, that will be very become very harmful situation for you. Choosing an option and accepting the responsibility of the choice. Now, we are faced with numerous options in our daily life. For example, option 1, if you are having two options. Option 1, to study. Option 2, to watch the television for a long time, chat with your friends, etc. Okay, now among this option, if you will take option 1, to study. Now, what will be the consequence for this option 1? That next day, or whenever you will be having exam, that time you will be able to answer those questions very easily. Okay, if you will go for option 2, that if you want to watch television for a long time or chat with your friends, so what will be the consequence for this? That next day or whenever the exam will be there, that time you will not able to answer that question, and the consequence arises as you will be failed in that exam. That means you should be take a good decision, that is which should be useful to you, or that type of decision you have to take. Now here among this option 1 and option 2, which one option will you select? Obviously the option 1 will be, if you will go for option 2, that to watch television for a long time or chat with your friends, that will create a problem for you, that will impact your studies. So you have to be very careful while selecting the options. Let us see one more example. Okay, you have seen a group of your classmates breaking the windows of the class, but another student has been wrongly blamed for it. Okay, now which option you are going to be select? Option 1, you will tell the truth to your class teacher. Option 2, you will keep quiet. Okay, if you will go for option 2, if you will keep quiet, then what happens? That innocent student will get the punishment and the guilty students will be enjoying, and there will be a chances that they will do that mistake again. Okay, if you will go for option 1, you will tell the truth to your class teacher. What will be happen? That the guilty one will get the punishment and the innocent will be free of that punishment. And there may be chances that after getting punishment, that group of classmates will not do that mistake again. So the option 1 will be the correct. Now let us see one more example. Okay, you have an examination tomorrow, but there is an interesting cricket match on the television today. So there are two options. Option 1, you will see the match. Option 2, you will study for the examination. Okay, if you will go for option 1, if you will see the match, okay, then tomorrow morning the exam which you will be having, for that you, if you have not prepared, you just watch the TV, then what happened? You will not able to answer that questions. That means you will be failed in that exam. Okay, if you will go for option 2, you will study for the examination, then what happen? You will be writing exam and you will be passed in that match you can see afterwards, but the examination will not be conducted for you once again na. So that means the right decision will be taking option 2, that you will study for the examination, the match you can see afterwards also. So in this way you have to be very careful while selecting the options. So in your life also make decisions very wisely, take necessary action. Which is not useful to you, don't do that for good being of your life. Okay, now let us see one more example. The tree in your garden neighbor's backyard is laden with mangoes. One day you find out that neighbors are out of the town and you could eat the mangoes. So what you will do? Option 1, you will eat the mangoes without permission. Option 2, you will not eat the mangoes without neighbor's permission. So which option you are going to be select? Okay, if you will go for option 1, you will eat the mangoes without permission. So what will happen? If they will see while eating mangoes, that will create a bad impression about you for that neighbors. You will think that you are not a good boy or good girl, that you don't have any manners. So that bad impression will create about you. If you will take neighbors permission before eating that mangoes, what happen? That they will that create a good impression about you. So in this way you have to be you should take a good decision while doing any action. You should think about the consequences will arise in the future before doing anything in the present. So take necessary and wise decision in your life, because whatever decision you will take today, that will have impact on your future. So in this way we will complete this chapter. Hope you understand this chapter. If you have any queries or any doubts regarding this chapter, you can ask in doubt clearing section. Okay, till then, take care. Bye.